Hello and welcome to Scrolling with Ceazor. Today is July 23rd, 2026. As always, I've got lots of tweets for you, but it's not financial advice, it's just news. Taking a quick look at the charts, we're red across the board. Everything is red today. When I first opened this up, Hyper Liquid was the only green thing on my charts. But everything else is kind of red. So there's a pullback of significant size. It's 2.5% for ETH. BTC has almost 2%. Sonic is 2.8%. And like I said, Hype was green, but now is roughly about 0.5% or 0.25%. So 0.38. Lots of red candles today. So I don't know. That's pretty good though. Volume. We need volume. It doesn't look too scary. It's not significantly down. I think it might be a great time to open up a leveraged position, a short-term leveraged position. But I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it's quite down to any sort of lines of resistance. So you might want to wait until things drop a little bit more. So if we open up the ETH actual chart, we go down to something like this point here, maybe. So like maybe 1850, 1851, and it's right now at 1885. But you never know. So anyhow, so you do that, you consider that, you think about it and decide what you want to do. So let's get into the tweets. So the first tweet I saw here was a vote to turn Merkle rewards for Curve Finance PYUSD/CRVUSD pool, which allows you to scale wheelbases to the billions. Plug that in. So I did open this up and I was kind of looking through it, and it's pretty straightforward. But the key thing here is that the rewards token is the whitelisted CRVUSD. So I assume that this is coming from some of the fees that Yieldbasis is generating, or maybe I don't think the Curve has the ability to pull CRVUSD out and send it to, but maybe LlamaLend does. I'm not sure where this CRV is coming from, and that's kind of the one thing that I don't understand and I don't see clearly articulated here. But I can't really vote, so I have delegated my votes to liquid lockers. So I'll just let them vote and hope that Mitch cooks up some juice and gets this thing going. Moving on. So this is significant news. I saw this tweet retweeted a few times, and I didn't want to highlight any specific person, but BitMEX closing down business. So they're going to shut down operations effective this September. So that's pretty significant. And I find it pretty surprising that they didn't just try to sell the system to someone else. Instead, they're going to shut it down. So if you're a BitMEX user, I'm not, but if you are, then you should know this. Close your positions, get your assets out of there. You have a month. No, you've got 2 months. 2 months roughly. But yeah, so that's happening. That's significant. I think it's kind of almost like the ecosystem is healing. There's quite a few on-chain perp trading places now. So BitMEX and the centralized exchanges, the only thing they offer is an off-ramp for me. And I don't even think that's necessary much anymore with neobanks like EtherFi and stuff like that. So I'm finding them to be much significantly less and less useful than in the past. Okay, moving on. So Kaito AI dropped this. Kaito has entered into a data agreement with X to power a wide range of use cases, more coming soon. So they didn't really tell you much, but they partnered with X some sort of way. So I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe we're going to have more paid shilling going on. So yeah, that's happening. So this is pretty interesting. Okay, so Devesh Melmeta, he tweeted this out today, and he's an interesting perspective on long-term funding for Ethereum protocol. And it's basically like, if you want it, then fund it instead of, just let us decide who should fund it. So here's the example. Uniswap wants faster blocks. So they fund developers to work on that EIP. Robinhood and Base want more blobs. So they fund to make that happen. So I think this is good. I would much rather see this, like, you guys want this, so you pay for it, and then you will get it, right? That's the way open markets should work, right? But I've found historically that they would rather, Robinhood and Base and Uniswap would rather not pay and still get it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's a legitimate idea, that's for sure. Now he did say, I heard an interesting perspective. It's not his idea, but he's sharing it with you. I don't know whose idea it is, but yeah. Moving on, Crypto BitLord. Now I sometimes I hate what the things he said. If you see, he's got a nice juicy big red rating on Ethos, so a lot of people don't like him. But what he says here is pretty true, okay? People aren't in it for the meme, the viral movement, and the hype. Clowns just want to make money. So he's talking about his meme coins. Nobody cares about the meme. Nobody cares about, the hype or the vision or the reason for that they just want coins to pump and them to be able to sell on other people. So I agree with him here. Oftentimes I don't agree with what he says, but here I agree with him completely. Like, meme coins are not popular because they are of their meme. They're popular because the token pumped. And why did the token pump? Because insiders and cabals pumped them so that you will buy them high and they can dump all over you. So yeah. Scamming ass launchpad dog shit memes. That's perfect. Okay, moving on. Frax Finance. Great piece by CoinGecko written by IAQ on the rise of non-USD stablecoins. I don't know why I've blocked CoinGecko. I probably blocked them because they shared some shit coin or meme coin or something like that from their big account. But anyways, if we do open this up, there's this article here by IQ Wiki on the rise of non-USD stablecoins. Now, Frax Finance has teamed with some non-US dollar stablecoins to create peg keeper pools, like this KRWQ, which is the Korean Kwon or something, right? So I'm happy. I like that these stablecoins are using Frax FRXUSD as their counterparty stablecoin. And I kind of want to read this article, even though I blocked CoinGecko. So I'm going to open it up. And I haven't read it through, but as you can see, there are some here. I remember back in DeFi summer, I was so excited about Forex on chain. There was so many. There was that fixed Forex protocol, and it had quite a few stable coins there pegged to different Forex things, and here they have a few listed ones here, like the euro, the Japanese, the Singaporean dollar, the Korean, the Australian dollar. I know there's a Canada dollar one. There's a Franken coin, right? Anyhow, so let's move on. CoinGecko's jacking me with their stupid memory RAM fucking hogging. They're the worst for this. I hate this website now. Look at it. It's loading. So I'm just gonna try to close this page and move on. So there we go. So that should fix it for me. So Sonic, I hit refresh. Sonic, this guy here. So this guy here, Andre Durup, 300 followers, following a whole bunch of people. Pure normie type guy. Somehow he predicted the exact outcome of the World Cup finals. And as a result, he gets 30,000 S tokens. So this is kind of nice. At least they didn't rug it. Like they didn't say, hey, we're not going to pay this because we don't agree with this anymore. But these kind of campaigns are iffy because, this guy's going to dump this entire bag for sure. He's not going to hodl this. He's not going to put it to work. He's not going to stake it. He's not going to put in liquidity. He's just going to dump it and take his money. So, and I don't think the person who made these bets, I don't think it cost him any money to bet either. I'm not sure. I didn't play this game, but anyhow, that's pretty good. Good for him. What's 30,000 S right now? Let's take a quick look and see what it is. So let's just use Llama swap. I usually don't do it this way, but anyhow, Llama swap, and let's go to, I guess we can do it on, no, let's do it on Sonic. Does it even have Sonic? Yes, Sonic. So what did I say? I can't remember. I've lost my brain. 30,000. So let's do USDC, and let's see how much he won, which is interesting. $700. Good for him. Just because he bet who was going to win on this, or he was able to say who was going to win. I don't know if he bet. Anyhow, let's move on. So Polaris, several human rights organizations have expressed concerns about our devs' working conditions. In unrelated news, they've reached an announcement stage. We're about to become very annoying. So I don't really know what this means, but I like Polaris. I'm currently reading their docs, just double checking things. I'm not ready to make a video yet, but I will make one soon to explain how this thing works. I seeded this thing and I think it's pretty cool stuff. Okay. Anyhow, so they're coming soon. So they're getting closer and closer to actually going live. Okay, so here's an article, Oak Research, talking about lean Ethereum, overhaul of Ethereum since the merge. It's super technical, super deep. You can read this. Like, it's not insanely technical. Like, it's accessible. You can read it and understand it. And I suggest you do it. It talks a lot about the changes that are coming to Ethereum. If you don't want to read it all, then you can just read the TLDR here. And put simply, the core idea behind Lean Ethereum is to deeply simplify the protocol's architecture. After more of a decade of technical accumulation, Ethereum is looking to rebuild its core around a reduced set of cryptographic primitives, primarily based on hash functions and proof verification. So yeah. There's your TLDR on this article. If you've got some time, dig into it, read it, and build your brain. Okay, moving on. So this guy here, DeFi Investor, drops an article here, 3 tools that you can use. And two of them I've used in the past, and one I haven't. You can read it. The two that I used are Pharos. So he's got Pharos.watch. I definitely suggest you use it. Yields, I've used this in the past to look at yields and kind of check what's out there. And then the last one is Monarch. Monarch is specifically built around Morpho and to help you work with Morpho. So anyhow, so you can check that out. Check out this guy's tweet, check out his article, and decide if you want to use it. So this guy here, onchainloving.eth. So taking it is yesterday, there was quite a few exploits, mostly bridges. So yeah, they were exploited, a whole bunch of money taken yesterday. I don't want to go through all of them individually, but that happened. So he's like, what he says here is pretty interesting. I think the real story here isn't the $4 million drain on B2 or B squared. It's that we're still building billion-dollar castles with single EOA keys in 2026. 35 million in 6 hours across multiple I don't know. Why does he 35 million? Because multiple chains and markets barely flinches because these are operational risks. The rattle test comes when a chain with substantial BTC exposure gets gutted the same way. The day the whole Bitcoin scaling narrative gets reevaluated overnight, inevitable. So I agree with him. Like, people don't like this is a one that I saw. One today was like 29 million. This one's like 3.4 or 3.9 million, and it just taken. The money's just taken, and people don't even like think about it. It's just like, oh, just another hack, just like a Tuesday. Well, in this case, a Thursday, just your regular Thursday. Moving on, FX protocol, FXUSD, one of my other favorite stablecoins. I hold this token. I have CDPs in this token. I hold the governance token of this protocol. And they're up to $62 million in liquidity, which is really nice, which is good. I'm happy for them. Keep going. As you can see, no VCs, no fractional reserves, no trust assumptions, just transparent on-chain collateral that you can verify, and yield flowing to FX Save holders. So yeah, it's good stuff. Moving on. Here we have Rise Chain. They've got some retroactive points. So if you were trading season 0, like the first season or whatever you want to call that, they gave out points. So the points are there in the app. I'm actually trading some perps on RiseX because, yeah, why not? But, you know, I feel like it's a pretty good time to start trading perps because I don't like to short, and I just like to go long, and I'm hoping that we are going to go long and so forth. Yeah, so I've got one more tweet for you. Let's open it up. I must have closed it, so I'm going to search for it here. And I wanted to show you this thing. Where did it go? Liquidity. So here, so Jumper app. So Jumper Exchange. I usually use Jumper for my bridging. Because it's a bridge aggregator, but I didn't know they also have an app, and I opened it up, and you can now in this app. So here's trade, which is the bridge, and then earn. You can now deposit into the Yearn Y Bold Vault, get your 9% on your stable coins. You know, the APY. If you look at the chart of the APY, it's been pretty stable since they opened this thing, since they started tracking it, but it's been stable for a lot longer than that. But yeah, you can deposit in here. I didn't really know that this was here because I just usually do it. I just usually bridge here, but I never clicked on this. But there are all kinds of opportunities in here for you to deposit. Now, I don't know if there's any fees or not, and it's just handpicked over 100. Like, I'm not sure if there's any kind of fee for depositing into here via this app or anything like that. But let's look at that. Let's open it and see if we can find any fees. So I'll just open up the same one. Let's see, deposit. It doesn't say, and it actually is like a swap. So you could probably swap directly into this from another chain. Using the exchange. I don't see any kind of mention of fees. Now, I don't know if there are fees, but I kind of like that, you know, products like this integrate the things I like, because I feel like it's good in a way because some people just use this. There's probably some people who just go here and choose one of these opportunities and deposit into them. So I think it's a good endeavor to try to like get your opportunity listed in these kind of curated lists. Now I'm not sure if Yearn or Liquidity reached out to Jumper and asked for this, but I still think it's pretty cool. Anyhow, that's it. I hope this has been interesting and useful. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.